This week, obviously, there was a lot of talk about the Roseanne revival. President calling Roseanne, congratulating her on the ratings, 18 million people watching. And interesting because it was middle America watching, Tulsa, Kansas City, big ratings. And so the New York Times, of course, has to dump on it.
Because now it's being renewed for its second season, because a lot of people loved the show years ago, and now that it's being revived again, they loved the first season because Roseanne, she's outspoken. We all know her. She's doubled down on her political views. This is someone, I think she's been a Democrat in the past, but she's a supporter of President Trump.
Trump's not such a bad guy.
So the newspaper the president calls the failing New York Times had this op-ed about Roseanne. They said this: the fictional family and the show's very real creator are further normalizing Trump and his warped, harmful political ideologies. There are times when we can consume problematic pop culture, but this is not one of those times. The resistance must continue. Sorry, that was my editorializing. I saw the first 2 episodes of the Roseanne reboot, but that's all I'm going to watch. It's a small line to draw, but it is a start. Can't normalize President Trump by watching a TV show.
But you know what? It does show that it did do well, and that there are people, not in California, not in New York City, but all throughout this country that wanted a breath of fresh air. They wanted something different. And this show's entertaining, and it's funny, and I think that it's an example of what this country's all about.
It took this long for someone to recognize that people who voted for President Trump also watch television? Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? These award shows, that their ratings keep going into the tank. Maybe if they showed just a squash of balance and they weren't just liberal propaganda, they might have more viewers. Yeah, and that's what this show did.
Pointed out that the ratings, 18 million, was right around where the Oscars dropped to. So America was watching this.
Well, someone else is outraged about this. Newt Gingrich was on this show yesterday, and he was asked about the show, and here was his message to the media. Take a listen.
I think it's great that she's doing so well. I think it is, frankly, funny that she is pro-Trump, openly so, and she's being successful. And I think there's a message there for those people who think Trump's going to be easy to beat in 2000. They ought to sit down and chat with Roseanne.
Yeah, maybe the president is talking to the forgotten man, forgotten woman. And it's not like the whole Roseanne show is just touting Donald Trump talking points. It's just showing different views.
It was actually a conversation between people that disagreed, and there was a lot of funny parts to it, but there was both sides represented.
And frankly, we need a lot more of that. So we asked you on the show, what do you think about Roseanne? And you guys have been emailing us your responses. Dale says, I love the new show. Keep it going, Roseanne and the cast.
Keep that teleprompter going, too, because it's not moving, so we can't read the email. The next email is from Marilyn. She says, finally, will ABC have the nerve to bring back Last Man Standing?
That's what Tim Allen. Have you guys seen that show?
No.
It's actually really funny.
He got fired, right? They killed it.
Well, it was on ABC, and it didn't get renewed, and it actually had good ratings. There was really no reason for that. Now it's on CMT, another channel that I watch a lot. It's a good show, and Tim Allen is still as funny as he ever was.